r/AskReddit asks, what's the biggest lie you've heard about college? My dad spent my entire senior high school year and my entire time in college telling me the same thing over and over. If you have a college degree, any job will hire you. Doesn't matter what kind of degree it is or what kind of job it is. They'll just hire you because you have a college degree. I don't think I really believed it, but I was too busy to question it anyway. The best part? When I got out of college and had trouble getting a job that didn't involve a cash register and customer service, he kept repeating it and claimed I just wasn't trying hard enough. I graduated in 2008. It was a beautiful time for someone looking for a job. My dad used to say the same thing, along with go to the company and ask to speak to the owner. No. They make you submit your resume, then retype your whole resume, then just run it through a computer to make sure you used key phrases. If you get hit by the campus bus, your tuition is paid for by the college. Sent from my wheelchair. I know a woman who had her foot run over by one of the maintenance carts at university. She sued them and was awarded $250,000. That more than paid for her tuition. That it doesn't matter if you don't know what you want to study right away and you can switch your major at any time. While parts of this are true, college is expensive. I switched my major after my second year and had to take a fifth year to finish my degree. It's cheaper to take classes at a community college if you are unsure of what you want to study and then transition into university once you've decided. Don't pay thousands of dollars to find yourself. Also, if you go to a university where the majors are competitive, which was my experience, you have to somehow balance finding yourself while also being at risk of missing out on your chances at one of your potential majors if you fuck up on one of your prerequisite course exams. Sex and drunk all the time. All I remember is paper deadlines. My experience was closer to the former, but the flame out was grand. The two that stand out are professors would only accept papers written in cursive, and the only path to college is doing well in high school. The former isn't true because of these things called computers, and the latter isn't true because of this thing called community college. If you choose Greendale, you're already accepted. You'll get laid. SMH. Wait, as a matter of fact, the deadlines and professors did fuck my head up. That the professors don't help you. This isn't universal. I had my share of profs that were sink or swim, but I found a majority were willing to go above and beyond for you if you put the effort in. If you're at a research university, some of your professors have made their life's work out of your class. If you show the interest in their work the same way they have, and show JT by sitting in the front and asking _relevant_ questions, or greeting them with a hello and thank you before and after when you go to their office for help, or copies of the slides because you missed class, because you sit in front they missed your face, they will give you a hand. I had a professor who taught municipal politics, Canada, and the course was largely about separation of powers. Federal, provincial, municipal, responsibilities. The guy was a super nerd about it, and as it turns out I was too. Really enjoyed the class, always sat in front, and when my girlfriend's mom passed away when a major paper was due, gave me all the time in the world to finish it. Someone passed away that was really no relation to me, and I basically handed the paper in after finals were over, 3 weeks late. No problem. That you'll meet the love of your life there. Nah, you definitely can. She might be 2D though. Oh, there's a bunch that I heard across all 3 colleges I went to. All the dining hall food had laxatives in it, so you'll shit it out before you get food poisoning. If the professor is more than 15 minutes late, everyone can leave without getting in trouble. If your roommate dies, you get an automatic A every class. Every elevator and crosswalk has a secret code you can punch in to make it go faster. Every building is haunted. Most of that is totally false. Most professors respected the 15-minute rule at my college. Literally had a professor run into class 14 minutes late and yell, "I made it, everyone." Sucks to be you. College is weird. That the friends you make in college will be the best ones of your life. Didn't happen to me. My closest friends are a few guys I met way back when I was in elementary school, and they are like brothers to me. No one could be a better friend to me than those guys. I made some friends in college, but they were just drinking buddies and I lost touch with most of them. This is literally me. I'll just add on the last thing you said. I lost touch with all of them by the end of freshman year. Never had a clique, even just someone I would hang out with outside of class. I'm in my 3rd year and I told myself to make friends this quarter, right before the pandemic. Yeah, Okay. That smart and mature people go to college. No matter what college I attended, or what campus I visited, and regardless of their alma mater, there are a fair amount of fools on any campus and from any school, and an expected number of people still experiencing the growing pains of adulthood. And #X200B, this isn't to say they shouldn't be proud of their academic accomplishments or happy about their career prospects. Rather, it is simply that they are by all means deficient in areas I think one ought to not be deficient in. Maturity, insightfulness, self-awareness, etc. Damn, you even spelled out etc. Where did you go to school? You will get a job if you have a degree. Not gonna lie, it's nice to have literally no stress from that as someone in nursing. You need to go to college in order to succeed in life. Different paths have different requirements. My best advice to anyone wondering if college is the move or not is to start by job hunting. Find the jobs you want, and list out what the requirements are. If it's a college degree, great. If it's not, pursue whatever else, trade school, certificates, etc., instead. It's the best time of your life. I went from undergrad to PhD over an 18-year, yeah, I was a little slow on the undergrad period, and I loved college until the last 6 months of my PhD. It was the best time of my life. I understand how the environment has changed. I am now a professor, and I try to make my classes about learning instead of getting the grade. It should be a fun time. It sucks that competition has made it so mentally damaging, along with the debt that comes with many college experiences. If you can, make each course about learning the material, not about getting the A so that you can go on to do the next project. Focus on the present if you can. Obviously that doesn't work all the time, but it helped me enjoy myself. To those who have been through college, how much would you say prestige and rankings matter? I have an undergrad degree and I'm currently working on my master's, both at fairly prestigious universities, and now that I'm in grad school I feel like I can usually tell the difference between the people who went to an elite school for undergrad and those who didn't. I don't know if the quality of instruction is really all that different from one school to another, but you're more likely to have smarter and better motivated peers at a prestigious university. Not guaranteed, but more likely. There's one other key difference that sets the prestigious schools apart: companies are more likely to recruit there. I'm currently working for a fairly large tech company that has a short list of schools where they recruit heavily, and my undergrad was one of them. I never actually applied to this company per se, they reached out to me instead. It's fair to say that I would never have gotten this job if I went to a worse university. So yeah, even though the instruction may be basically the same, there can be some real benefits to the so-called elite schools, if you can afford it. That the professors are going to be worse than the teachers at high school. I've already finished my first year of college and the professors have been extremely helpful, even more helpful than my high school teachers. I've always hated writing essays in English, but my college professor has helped me a lot and gave me lots of helpful tips. When I turned in my first essay, he was amazed at it because I followed all of his instructions. I don't know why high school teachers implement fear to their students of how hard college is. Instead, I would have liked it better if they actually teaches us the subject instead of hearing their past life and how they ended up as a teacher. The expensive ones are better. I have degrees from state schools and Ivy League schools. The state school was flat out better. And cheaper. You can get just as good a degree, maybe better, from a reasonably priced school and not go thousands into debt. To add to this, I went to a community college and then transferred to a highly ranked university, and I actually found my classes at the community college were much better. I think that going to a school based on cost or ranking can actually backfire on people, because I think that at higher ranked schools professors can be much more focused on research rather than teaching.